Air Force band, they play amazingly. I'm so sad that the camera didn't focus properly when I was filming it. I had to resort to using my iPhone. Yeah, they played really nice. It was a teeny bit slow, but that's conductor interpretation. It was very successful. A lot of people came up to me and said that they love the piece. Hopefully it makes more sales and lots of bands around the country play it. It's just my favorite thing when I hear from someone, either a director or even a student, when they comment on a YouTube video or email me and say, oh, we played your piece and we loved it. That's just the best feeling ever, right? Good morning, Chicago. Holy wind! It's so windy here. It's not that cold, but the wind is just insane. Starting the day off with deep dish number 2. This time from Lou Maltani's, another suggestion from a friend. It tastes amazing. Very messy to eat, but amazing. I basically destroyed this napkin. I got the stirring thing from the coffee section of the hotel, and I'm just using it as like a little pick, but like, I should have gone with the fork when they suggested it. But lack of experience, I would, pizza fork? Nah, I would use my hands, but yeah, this requires a fork. Another great lineup of clinics today. Through day 2. There's still a performance later today that I am going to go to, but going back to the hotel for dinner. I mean, you guys saw that montage stuff, the little snippets of stuff that I was filming. Some really amazing works. Got to see a concert. Those middle school kids, they were amazing. Like, how do you get middle school kids that age? From the picture, they're little tiny. How do you get them to play so in tune and so together? And they're making music. They're not just playing notes at this point. Really inspiring to see, and really happy for Cait Nishimura for her premiere of the piece. So sad she didn't get to make it out, but yeah, it was a wonderful piece, very beautiful. I'm glad to have witnessed the premiere. Yeah, Canadian composers. And that orchestra rehearsal techniques clinic that I did. I mean, that guy, I can't remember what his name was, I'll put it on the screen here, but he seems to be a somebody, you know? He was taught by Leonard Bernstein, he studied in Europe and stuff. He seems to know his stuff, and
so could I ask, this, because it's wrong in my score.
Of course, all these experienced conductors are getting super good results by breaking all the rules that we learn in conducting class, right? It's like, don't move your body, don't lean over. But he's doing all of that, and it's incredible, it's effective. And before that clinic, I was at this other conducting workshop, like teaching other people how to conduct kind of thing. And there too, the level of expertise, both in the people that were learning and also the adjudicators that were helping them out and, making them improve. Really, really great stuff. I finally got to meet Mike from Fischer, who was like the editor and my point of contact there. Finally got to meet him in person, and he seemed to have a lot of really great thoughts about diversity and inclusion and its role in music. So really excited to have met him and excited to continue the conversation with him. I was thinking, these people are not going 30. All these guys are going to get ticketed, but of course, 30 miles per hour is a lot faster than 30 kilometers. There's my Canadianness showing again. But who said that Chicago was freezing cold? It's not freezing. I mean, I'm sure this is not the most representative winter weather, but as I'm sure you guys can hear, it is hella windy. I'm sure later on it's gonna start going down to like the negative 20s, 30s, 40s or whatever, like Toronto does. Does it? But so far right now, it just feels like a cold day at UBC. Also met another person at the Fischer booth, one of the workers there, who apparently went to NYU screen scoring. So that's another really insane connection. What are the odds of finding someone from NYU screen scoring in the middle of Chicago? It said 5 minutes like 10 minutes ago. The bus still hasn't come. I walked halfway. I'm only 5 blocks out now. I don't know if I should actually wait the supposed 3 minutes or just walk the 5 blocks. It's not much. And it's not cold, so I've been enjoying the walk after all that greasy pizza. Decided to continue walking. I'll probably make it to the next station before the bus even comes. And I can decide if I want to hop on for the last 3 blocks or whatever. Did you guys hear what I just said? I feel like it's just so windy and cars are so loud here. But it is very beautiful. And the 16mm 2.8 is rendering some decent bokeh for you guys in this night scene. ISO 2000. Not bad. I guess I'm walking the rest of the way because the bus just went by. Missed it. On the bright side, I get to see a lot more of Chicago actually in person on foot rather than taking the bus. So it's been nice. Ended up taking the bus anyways. Made it back to the hotel. Ugh. That was a lot of wind. I was just like pushing myself through the wind. Even for someone like me, I'm not like light, but I'm getting pushed around by this wind. It's incredible. 27 floors, my ears are popping as we go up. Time for some more pizza. Looks like they didn't do any cleaning up, which is fine. I didn't leave the do not disturb sign on, thinking maybe they'd make the bed or change some stuff, but that's okay that they didn't. We're home now. Wash my hands. Another wonderful day at the Midwest Clinic. Very eventful. Probably this is not the end of the vlog. I'm guessing I'm gonna mix today and tomorrow together. Tomorrow is finally the reading session. I mean, right now I'm just super excited for it, but soon, I guess in the next scenes or so, you guys will get to see some of it. They're only reading like parts of it, but the conductor is Fu, who I met yesterday, and he's like the conductor for the Pacific Marines Reserve Band or something like that, and I hear that he's super good. So the first clinic I went to today was the one that Dr. Taylor was in, who is one of my mentors at UBC. And it was a book on diversity. The Horizon Leads Forward, where it has multiple chapters of different authors with different backgrounds. You know, you have an Asian guy, a black guy, woman directors, queer, and it was just all in this book here. It also includes near the end this appendix of all these different composers of different backgrounds and levels. Interesting. I just flipped to a page and it has my piece Diverging Trails on it, but it says Choi Daniel. That's an error, I guess. I mean, it's me. Remembrance Choi Daniel. Oh no. Got printed as Daniel for all of it. Dang, that sucks. I mean, I hope people can still find me. I should definitely get in touch with Eric Young, who was the main editor, and hopefully that can be corrected for whenever the next edition comes out. But it was great to reconnect with Dr. Taylor. It was just so cool to see all the different perspectives. I know all about the Asian side of things, but I only know what's on the media when it comes to black people and their rights and the fight for Black Lives Matter and stuff. Queer, women rights, all of that kind of stuff is not really something that I'm always looking at. So it was really cool to see their different perspectives and how everyone was really advocating to be represented in the communities. And of course, I also went to the Conducting Institute again, the conference there, where I saw this guy doing an amazing job conducting, where he was barely moving. He just like, and then, you know, the gestures, he would use his left hand and really engage the band with minimal motion. So that was really cool. I left the Conducting Institute a little earlier though because I wanted to attend this really cool clinic dealing with SEL, which is social emotional learning, and how directors need to incorporate that with their bands, and also how composers can use the power of music to support those things. And we had an amazing panel of people. I met Balmages, whose music I've played a lot when I was in school band. There's also Richard Saucedo, sorry, butchering his name, but I remember the first time I played his music was Pulsation in grade 7 honor band, and I played the little clarinet solo in there. That was my first mixed meter piece, and it was incredible. I played a lot of his other stuff too later on, and to see him represented at the clinic was awesome. Although he wasn't here in person, he only had a video. So did two other composers, along with Richard, where Cait Nishimura and Alex Shapiro, two amazing female composers, also had videos explaining how some of their work could be tied with social emotional learning. And live we also had Jim Stevenson and Omar Thomas. I saw Omar's piece for the first time yesterday with the Dallas Wind Symphony, and his music's quite amazing. He incorporates Caribbean language and black soul gospel stuff. Yeah, it was a real privilege to see them again. After that clinic, I quickly went to get some lunch. I tried the Chicago-style hot dog for the first time. It was from one of the kosher hot dog stands that was actually inside the McCormick Center, and it was good. It was very messy because I got basically all of the toppings, so it was kind of difficult to eat, but it was very nice. I can see why people don't need ketchup, and they're just using the pickles and the relish and onions and all that stuff. It was very good. After the hot dog, of course, I went to the reading session. And I'm so glad that I was able to say hi to everyone at the reading session, and I was recognized as the composer, actually put a face to the name instead of just having some guy named Choi that you've never seen. So that was really nice. After the session, I got a nice picture with Vu, the conductor who conducted Rider of the Mountain, and also a fellow composer named Roger Zare, which was really nice. And it was great to connect with all these band directors and Army, Air Force people, and all these musicians were amazing. Yeah, super great experience. And following that, I was able to go to the exhibit hall for the last time before they closed. And I was talking to the folks at Kaiser and Carl Fischer again. Remembrance is going to be published by Carl Fischer soon, so they're planning to do an actual in-person recording session for that, and also Rider of the Mountain again, so I'm really excited about that. Mike was so nice in hosting me and giving me the pass for the Midwest Festival, so thank you, Mike, for the pass and all the hospitality and the support with my music. That's also when I bought a couple souvenirs and this book, Horizon Leans Forward. Sad I didn't get to get it signed by all the people. I could probably take it to Dr. Taylor and get his signature on it, but excited to read it because it's a very different outlook from what I'm used to, what I'm comfortable with, and it's cool to see how all these guys are coming out and being vulnerable and talking about the issues that matter in our society and the diversity of students that are coming through these middle schools and high schools in the band program that we can't just ignore. Anyways, after the exhibit, took a quick break and came back to the hotel. Next, I'm going to go to see the Vandegrift High School Wind Ensemble, and finally, the Count Basie Orchestra. I am so excited to see the Count Basie Orchestra. I think I saw them once before at Banff, and of course, their playing is gonna be amazing. Just super loud and clear and tight rhythm. I'm super excited to see them. Tomorrow I head back to New York. Honestly, I just learned so much from this festival so far, and I'm so inspired to create new music when I get home. Oh, it's been like a nice healing, renewal kind of experience. It was just amazing. I'm so happy I came. Thank you to all the people that made this happen and helped me come here. Carl Fischer, the support of Kaiser Southern Music, and Dr. Taylor for giving me some information. I'm so excited to come back one day. I don't know when that will be. Probably in a few years. I don't think it'll be too long. Hopefully a lot of my music gets featured more in the Midwest Clinic, and hopefully some of the ensembles performing at Midwest will come to know my music and include it in their repertoire lists. Yeah, it's just been really cool to be here. And with that, the Midwest Clinic is over. The Count Basie band was fantastic. I was so excited to see them, and now my energy is zapped. But wow, they are amazing players, and that breath support and embouchure, just watching them makes my lips feel tired. But amazing performance by Count Basie Orchestra, and a great rap to the Midwest Clinic. So happy to have been here. Waiting for the bus now, on my final way to the Hilton, and tomorrow back to New York. Wow. Thanks for following me on my journey. Like, comment, subscribe. This has been D.I.D. Choi, and I'll see you in the next one.